All right, my man, state your name. Let them know you on Nicovelli TV.
My name is Kenyon Sanders, and I'm on
Nicovelli TV.
Nicabella TV.
That's what's up. Knick fan?
I'm not a Knicks fan.
Okay, why you not a Knick fan, bro?
I'm not a Knicks fan because the simple fact is I respect them, but they just kind of mess up. And when the time is needed, when the time is needs to be, presented in the Knicks' favor, which they have in them, they just mess it up. I'm talking about playoff bound, and they are playoff bound. They made it to the playoffs, but it's simply they don't give it their all.
Now, the
in
last time the
playoffs.
Knicks made it to the playoffs, it was 2012 under
Right.
Mike Woodson.
Right.
You was watching the Knicks closely, huh?
I was. I wanted to see them go further. I wanted to see them go far in there because they got the potential to. I'm from New York, and I would love to see a team that where I'm from, make it all the way.
Okay.
But all throughout the seasons, since I started watching basketball, I've seen the Knicks do good in the regular season, kind of mess up through playoff contention, and then don't make it through there. They play good teams when they play Boston, when they play LA, when they play Cleveland, and when they play teams like that, they play nice. But teams like that's not playoff contention, they just fall off. And I don't see where I should be. My likings is high. My rankings is high. So I like high going players. Players like Kobe. I'm an LA fan.
All right, now
Kobe's a
we're going to
Kobe
get to
fan.
your boy Kobe, because your boy Kobe said something crazy about if Shaquille O'Neal was healthy, if he was in shape, he would have got 12 rings. I disagree with that. He was nice, but I don't think he would have got 12 rings, man. Easier to say that when the curtain already closed on him, but we're going to leave that for later. But for right now, my man Carmelo Anthony, you wasn't impressed with his game when
I was impressed with his game. He got a high power offense, but I wasn't impressed with his defense. I watched him when he was on LA. I watched him when he was on Denver Nuggets, even in St. John's. His defense, he played good defense, but then throughout the third, fourth quarter he slacks. But his high power offense is what keeps him like a high power offense player, like a high level player. So that's my response on Carmelo Anthony.
okay, all right, so you say he lacks defense.
Yes.
Now the Knicks right now, although you're not a Knicks fan, you made that clear, is trying to inquire Carmelo Anthony. He's practicing. He just might be seen in a Knicks uniform. The Nets is also bidding for him, Kevin Durant and Kyrie. Where you think he should go? Or should he even return back? Should Melo hang it up? Or if he was to come back to the Knicks, should he play on the starting five or come off the bench?
How long has Melo been out of the?
Well, he been jumping around, man. I mean, he played with Houston for 10 games.
But he hasn't been in the season for what, 2 seasons now, right?
No,
How long has it been?
it's been a while, man. I think Melo been out for a while. I don't know. He just been passed around. He been on the Bulls, believe it or not.
I know.
Been on the Lakers.
Yeah.
He been on Houston. He
Just
been on
recently-
Oklahoma.
Oh, God, about to say Oklahoma. That was my last time seeing him. And that was maybe about 2 seasons ago when they made it to the playoffs. Or
Okay.
3 seasons ago, one of those. But back to your question, I believe if Carmelo can learn how to play defense correctly, he can start because his high power offense can get him to start. But he just lacks defense. Now, as far as either the Nets or the Knicks picking him up, I believe he's good either way he go. I think he shouldn't go to the Knicks. I think the Nets would be his first choice because the Knicks they're already good on their team.
Yeah,
Good.
we got a full roster. We got Julius Randle. We got Alfred Payton. Familiar with Alfred Payton's game?
I'm familiar with his passing and assists.
So he's a good assist man.
To me, I don't watch them often like that because I don't watch the Knicks like that. I watch them when they on live TV and they play in a contention team. I watch how they play and they usually win. But other than that, I don't really watch them play.
Okay. All right. But for what you do know about the Knicks,
What I do know about the Knicks,
I said, for what you do know, it was disappointing to you
Yes.
because they didn't go to the playoffs.
No, they made it, but then they lacked to go further. They gave up on games that they could have won. They led as much as double digits in some quarters, and they let teams come right back. And then that just made their whole system just fall apart throughout the playoffs. It's a fact.
You don't blame that on the coach? You don't think the coach got...
I think it's the whole system. When you build a system, it's like when you have your own business. When you start your own business, if your business is failing, it's not because of your workers, it's because of you. You started the business, you hire the people, you train these people, you pay these people. So if they're not doing their job, that means you're not doing your job because you found them.
Okay. Okay, I like that, and I like that. I like that. I like how you break that down. Now, you're a Laker fan.
I'm a Laker fan.
Lakers ain't doing that great either, buddy.
Yeah, I know. But since let me go back to that. Let me rewind. I used to be a Laker fan. Since Kobe retired, I'm no longer a Laker fan. I see LeBron has joined. Past few seasons they haven't went anywhere. So I haven't really picked a main team like that. You know what I mean? In the NBA since my man Kobe left. I'm watching teams to see what team I see that got steady playoff and final contention. You know what I mean? I don't want to jump on the bandwagon and say Golden State and this, that, but people had jumped around this year, so it's good to watch the games this year and see what team that I feel that I can put my, you know what I mean?
Put your faith in.
Put my faith in and say that's my team and call that my team.
All right. Now, we're going to jump on Kyrie, Kevin Durant. Everybody in New York was hoping them to come to the Knicks. Majority. They wound up going to the Nets.
Right.
Think that was a good look for Kyrie and Kevin Durant? Or do you think these players is just simply scared to come to the core of the apple and play for the Knicks? They know that Knicks fans is very critical.
I think that it was a good move for them because now, you know, it'll be interesting to see what the Knicks coaching staff is going to do with these high-powered players.
What, to compete against them?
No, to compete with them.
Yeah.
You talking about if they was to compete against each other in the playoffs?
Right. Do you think the Knicks going to have something for Kevin Durant and Kyrie? Being that they on the Nets, they ain't come this way.
Well, Durant is out of the game right now. He's hurt. He's not coming on. He's not coming. He's not playing this season. Mind you that. But Kyrie, I think the Knicks is gonna have a problem with Kyrie.
Think so?
And the whole squad, because remember Kyrie is a assist passer. He's a scorer. He's a fast. You know what I mean? He's fast with his feet.
Now, what if I told you that people thought the same thing when he was in Boston? He ain't do nothing for the Celtics. You agree or disagree?
I agree and disagree. I agree that when he first got there, he made himself known. Throughout the seasons, Jaylen Brown stepped up, Tatum came in the game, Morris always been stepped up with the threes. So you know, people had been stepped up on the scene, but when he first came on Boston, he did turn up, and he did make noise on the team. So I think he did have a big.
He had a big splash to you?
He had a big splash, yeah.
All
He
right.
had a big splash in that team.
Now, you talk about Morris. You know Morris was on the Celtics. He's now with the Knickerbockers. What do you see in his game that he could contribute to the Knicks?
Defense and three-pointers. And rebounds.
Ah, it's not bad, man. So you say he hits the boards.
He hits the outside shots.
Hit the
He
outside.
get rebounds. And he plays defense. I watched him play in Boston. I watched him play in playoffs, and I watched him play to get to the playoffs.
So would you say, being that the Knicks now have him, that the Boston Celtics going to catch hell?
Yeah.
Is he going to be a missing factor? Like,
He's gonna be a missing factor.
for the Celtics. I'm glad to hear that shit because I don't like Boston one bit. One bit, man. Shit. I hate Boston. I hate Boston, man. I can't express that enough, man.
You hate all Boston teams?
Yeah. I'm a New Yorker, man. Yeah. It runs in my veins to hate Boston, man.
Oh man, so I'm sorry to tell you that we ain't even gonna touch football then.
Nah, we not. Nah. But yeah, you can do that on my. So now that Melo, I'm jumping everywhere, man. Is going through what he's going through with his problems, right?
Right.
Concerning the NBA. He's now practicing with the Knicks. He has a chance to get signed with the Knicks. He's practicing with Julius Randle. I don't know if you're familiar with Julius Randle.
Yeah, the legend.
You like Julius Randle?
The legend.
Why you say he's the legend?
He has an all-around game, man. He has a high assist rate. High assists, put it like that. 3 points, 3-pointers. He averages those daily a game, daily assists, daily triples, daily doubles, all that. That's what makes you a legend. And you got the rings to prove it.
Julius Randle's got rings?
Yes, the legend.
Julius Randle. I don't think you know what I'm talking about. He's on the Knicks.
Oh, you talking about a recent player?
Yeah.
Oh,
Who you thought I was talking
I
about?
thought you were talking about a legendary player. I thought you were talking about
Julius Irving?
Irving, right.
Nah, he never played with the Lakers. You kind of lost me there, but it's all good,
sorry.
man. It's all good. Do you know about Julius Randle?
No, I don't.
All right, so we're going to scratch that. Forgive him, y'all. You know they're going to tear you up in the comments. But it's all good. Most of the interview Ray was on point, man. But nah, this kid ain't got no. Julius Randle, I believe, came from the Lakers. I thought he came from the Pelicans. Someone pulled my culture.
Oh, the dark-skinned kid, Julius
Yeah,
Randle.
yeah.
The center for LA, or the power forward.
Power
whatever.
forward.
And he hurt himself the
Yeah.
first season?
Talk
Oh,
to
him.
me.
Oh, him.
Yeah, talk to me.
Apologize, y'all.
No
I'm back
problem.
on point.
He apologized to all my Nickavellians, so, be easy. You like his game?
I didn't really watch him like that when he was on LA because he got hurt his first game. His first his first start in the NBA. Got hurt. But his next season when he came around, he didn't really make noise, as far as triple doubles or double doubles, points or anything like that. But I think he just has an average game. I think he just needs to play more, and I think he needs to play around people who has experience.
Okay.
And I think the Knicks could give him that.
All right. And last but not least, I'm going to close it out. When Chris Porzingis left the Knicks, he took along with him Tim Hardaway Jr., Trey Burke, and Courtney Lee. Any of these players you feel that the Knicks is going to suffer, being that they're no longer on the roster? You got Trey Burke, Tim Hardaway Jr., and Courtney Lee.
Tim Hardaway Jr. plays like a point guard. Can't hit the three-pointer. Close range shot. Plays defense. And can push the ball. I think he will be missed on the Knicks. The other two I'm not familiar with. But Chris.
Now, so you said Chris Porzingis?
Yes, Chris Porzingis. You said they took it.
Yeah, he wanted to trade because he didn't get the contract he wanted. He wanted the extension, $10 million. Knicks denied them of that.
I think he will be missed, but I think the Knicks are going to get around him. I think the Knicks will get around him because they got players from good teams. They got defensive players also that can shoot the three-pointer. They got rebounders that can grab the ball, and they got a nice starting point guard with one coming off the bench. I think they can get around that.
Think they can get around that?
Yeah, I think Tim Hardaway Jr. He built a connect with the Knicks. I think he will be missed because he know how to play with them. And these players that's with them now, I think he would have been able to really build around that. And coming off the bench, probably he would have been a real good, probably like 17 points averaging.
Okay.
For the Knicks when they need it.
Okay, now you said something about Tim Hardaway Jr. playing defense. Some say he don't. What you got to say to those who disagree with you on that?
I say he do. I say when he play playoff contingency teams and it's time to get in the playoff or it's time to win a game, I think he'll play defense enough to get the ball, to make a stop, to push the ball. You know what I mean? I think when it's time for him to play, he'll step up and make some plays for his team. And that to me is good enough. You know what I mean? Throughout the game, the whole game, not sure. But I know when it's time, because I watched him, I know when it's time, he'll step up. He'll make some plays and push the ball.
Thank you, brother. Got a phone? Show you how to get to it?